Hey guys, Jenna here. Welcome to this 20-minute hamstring opening class. For class today, you will need, of course, your mat and a strap or a strap-like item. If you don't have a strap at home, go ahead and grab a belt or even a pair of sweatpants will work. And I'll meet you on the mat. So starting today in Shavasana, lying flat on your back, have that handy strap nearby. And releasing all of your weight to the earth. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out of your mouth as you fully relax every muscle, every bone, ligament, and joint. Maybe taking a full body scan, feeling this wave of restoration move through you from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Every inhale to invite energy into the body, mind, and heart. And every exhale to soften, to open, to receive. And taking a few more breaths to arrive to your mat, to your practice, back home to yourself. Being so grateful for making the choice to pause your day, to step onto your mat, and form a deeper connection with yourself. Placing the left hand over the heart space, and then the right hand over the left as we move through class today. A gentle reminder to lead from a place of love. Feeling the heartbeat underneath the palms. Take that energy into your palms and then place the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Finding an intention for your practice. Inhale, breathe that intention in. And exhale, release the hands back down beside you, Shavasana, and open your eyes. Bringing the knees into the chest and finding a gentle rock from side to side, massaging out the sacrum and the low back. And then from here, place the left sole of the foot onto the mat so the knee stays bent. Grab onto your strap and hook the strap over the right sole of the foot as you begin to lengthen the leg up towards the sky. Have a tight grab onto the strap if you want to even wrap it around your hands. And that can be helpful for a bit more support. And from here, we're going to flex that right foot. So press the heel up towards the sky as you bring the toes down towards your face, a subtle bend in the knee, and then option to keep the left leg as it is, or begin to lengthen the left leg along the mat. If you have that left leg lengthened, it can stay loose or activate it by flexing that foot. So pressing both heels away from the body actively. As you begin to breathe into the right back of the leg, inhale to send breath into the hamstring, into the calf, and exhale as that breath washes through the leg, opening it up, finding a deeper state of relaxation and softness. So this beautiful balance between invigorating the muscle with air and energy and letting it restore. As we spend a little bit more time in this posture, can you draw the top of the right thigh closer towards your belly? Really nice, guys. Take one more breath in, press that right heel up, up, up. And then on the exhale, grabbing both sides of the strap in the right hand and begin to open the right leg up to the right, out rather, to the right side. It may hover a few feet, a few inches off of the ground, or come all the way down to the earth. Keeping the strap in the right hand, take your left hand and place it on the top of your left hip. So that bony part that protrudes out of the body, you're going to connect the palm to that area and then draw the left hip towards the left side of the mat. So creating this energy of opposition here from left hip to right inner thigh. Gaze is up at the ceiling, neck is neutral. Notice if there's any tension in your shoulders. Can you heavy them down towards the earth? And then slowly begin to bring that right leg back up to center, using your abdominals to lift the leg back up towards the sky, and then switch at hand. So the left hand grabs the strap, right hand can release and cross the leg up and over the body. The right side body will naturally float off of the mat. And same thing here, the leg can stay hovering or place the inside edge of the right foot all the way down to the ground if that's in your range of flexibility. The left leg can remain loose and soft, or for a bit of a modified pose here, you can soften the knee, bending the leg. For a more advanced posture, you can bend the right or the left knee rather and bring the left heel towards your seat, grabbing the outside edge of the foot, the top of the foot, or the inside of the foot with the right hand. So hand position is up to you. Grabbing the outside edge of the foot will open that right shoulder a little bit more. Grabbing the inside edge will close it, and the top of the foot allows for a deeper stretch in the left quad. And taking one more breath here. And if you have the bind where you're grabbing onto that left foot, slowly begin to release it, lengthen the leg out long, and then use your core strength to lift that right leg all the way back up towards the sky. Bend the right knee into the chest to give it a hug, and then release. Lengthen the right leg out long to meet the left. Coming back to Shavasana, close your eyes and just notice any difference. The sensations moving through the right leg, the left leg, the entire body. Bringing the knees back into the chest one at a time, grabbing onto the shins with the palm, and invite in that gentle rock from side to side once more. Coming back to center, right foot comes down to the ground, hooking the left foot with the strap, and we'll do this all on the other side. So lengthen the leg up, and grab onto the strap nice and tight. And then begin to work through the left leg, maybe lengthening the right leg out long. And just because you may have taken an option on the other side does not mean that that will feel good for you on this side. So be curious as to how your body's feeling. And pause, slow down, really internalize and analyze how you're feeling on this side with no comparison, no judgment to the other side. Like it's brand new, stepping in to this side with a beginner's mind. Continue to flex the left foot, maybe flex the right foot. Scanning the left leg for the places that feel tight. And seeing if you can make any minor adjustments to your posture to relieve those sticky areas. One more full round of breath here. Inhale to invigorate and exhale to release. Grabbing the strap with the left hand and allowing the left leg to fall over to the left. Placing the right hand on the front of the hip, guiding the right hip to the right side. Stretching through the inside of the left leg. Notice if your left foot released out of that flexed option. And can you bring that back? And sticking with it. And then begin to draw the belly button down towards the spine as you use your core to lift the leg back up to center. And then switch it over to the other side. Strap comes into the right hand. Moving the foot across the body. And again, maybe it touches down, maybe not. For the modification, bend the right knee. Let the leg be heavy and relaxed. For the more advanced option, find the bind, grabbing the right foot with the left hand. And same variations are available to you on this side. And as the body naturally rolls and shifts over to the right, can you release the left shoulder further down towards the earth, opening up the chest and keeping the gaze straight up at the sky? So while the hips are moved over to the right, the shoulders remain square. Opening up the IT band on the left side, as well as the quad, the hip flexor, and the psoas on the right side. Gently release the right leg back out to straight, and then float back up to center. Once you arrive, bend the left knee, grab it in towards the chest, and then release the strap. We won't need the strap anymore. You can place it off to the side. Left leg comes out long to meet the right. Close your eyes for a moment. Observe what is happening in the body. What is the energy that may be originating in the legs today? Where does it flow? Up through the legs, maybe washes through the torso, up the crown of the head. Maybe that energy is directed down into the ground as the legs are heavy and open, or up towards the sky, receiving the energy you just crafted by bringing awareness and intention into a targeted area of the body. On an inhale, whoa, float the eyes open, sweep the arms up and over the head. Take a full body stretch, flex the feet. And on an exhale, use your core strength to lift all the way up, so round the spine and into a forward fold. Keep reaching forward with the fingertips, long spine, and then release, grabbing at the shins, the ankles, maybe the feet. Drop the forehead down towards the thighs. Taking a few deep breaths into the space between the shoulder blades. Every inhale, re-lengthen, hinge forward at the hips. Every exhale to fold a little deeper. One more like this. And then inhale, coming back up through center, arms float back up. And exhale, round the spine and use your core strength to lower you all the way back down onto the ground. The feet will slide with you. Inhale, full body stretch, reach the arms up and over the head, flex through the feet, ground the heels into the mat. So on the exhale, you can lift all the way up and into your forward fold. Moving a bit quicker with these two movements here. Inhale, lift up, reach up, maybe the gaze floats up. Exhale to round, engage the core, come all the way down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, flex the feet, full body stretch. And exhale, coming all the way back up to your seated forward fold. One more time, guys, getting nice and long. Inhale, arms up, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, round, contract, release down, nice and controlled. Inhale, the arms sweep up, reach to the fingertips, press through the heels, and exhale all the way in to your seated forward fold. Rounding up to a neutral seat. Head is the last thing to lift, and take 3 shoulder rolls to the back of the mat. Beautiful, everyone. Coming into tabletop all fours, however you want to get there today. Grounding through the palms, the knees, the tops of the feet. Energetically reach the crown of the head forward as you gaze between the thumbs, tailbone towards the back of the mat. Moving through a few rounds of cat and cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, lift the gaze. Shoulders roll back and down. Exhale to round the spine, press the mat away, lift through the lower abdominals. Inhale, arching the spine, coming back to cow. And exhale brings you in to cat. Tuck the pelvis, press to the tops of the feet. One more round. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Coming back to a neutral spine. Crawl the hands forward a few inches. Tuck the toes and lift the hips to downward facing dog. Dropping the heels and the head. Finding an external rotation of the upper arm bones. So think about spinning the biceps forward, the triceps back, the elbow creases move towards the front of the mat. Bend one knee, then the other, pedaling out the feet, opening up the backs of the legs even more. And then find a still down dog. Inhale, lift the heels high, come onto the balls of the feet, gaze between the palms. Exhale, release the heels and the head back down towards the earth, lifting the hips, a subtle bend in the knees. One more like this. Inhale, lift the heels high, come onto the balls of the feet, gaze between the thumbs. And exhale, slowly melt the heels back down towards the mat as the head softens. This time, inhale, lift the heels high, gaze forward. And exhale, take baby steps all the way to the top of the mat. Then we'll meet in a forward fold, bending the knees deeply. The torso drapes over the tops of the thighs. Unhinge the jaw. Maybe close the eyes. Finding ragdoll by grabbing opposite elbows and inviting in a gentle sway from side to side. Feeling this deep release in the entire back body, the hamstrings, calves, the muscles around the spine. As the spine decompresses, the neck opens, any tension melts away from the shoulders. And then eliminate the movement. Come back to stillness. Drop the fingertips down towards the mat, hanging in a forward fold. And let's refine this pose a bit. Lifting the tailbone up as you press through the backs of the legs and pour your weight into the balls of the feet, dropping the head deeper down towards the mat. Keeping the weight in the balls of the feet, inhale, half lift, lengthen, fingertips to shins, come up to a flat back, and exhale to fold. Two more, inhale, half lift, lengthen, exhale to fold. Last one, inhale, half lift, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up towards the sky, sweeping the arms out and up, high prayer, gaze up, squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis. Exhale, hands to heart center, samastitihi. Letting the arms release back to Tadasana, palms forward, fingertips wide. Inhale, sweeping the arms up back to Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, swan dive into your forward fold. Flat back, leading with the heart center and release. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back into a low lunge. Lengthening both legs, lift the hips, come into a hamstring stretch, and then drop the torso and the head, staying high on the ball of the right foot. So the stretch remains only in the back of the left leg. Squaring the hips, releasing the head, the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, come high into the fingertips. And exhale, folding a little bit deeper into that left hamstring. Begin to bend the left knee. Release the right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweeping the arms up towards the sky, low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, fingertips come back down to the mat, framing that left foot. You can hop the right knee back a bit. We're moving into a half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Lengthen the left leg, flex the foot, so draw the toes towards you as you really anchor the left heel into the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine, and exhale, find a deeper fold. If you have a full split in your practice and want to safely and responsibly enter that pose at this time, go ahead. If not, staying in half split, you'll get all of the same benefits. Continuing to work towards square hips, so gently guiding the left hip crease towards the back of the mat. And taking one more full round of breath, inhale, sending that breath into the left leg. And exhale to soften, detoxify, let go. Rebending the left knee, crawling back into a low lunge. So tuck the right toes, straighten the right leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high crescent lunge. And exhale, we'll open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweeping that left arm up and back. And exhale, triangle pose. Lengthen the left leg, shift the rib cage forward as you pike the hips back, and then release the left fingertips to your shin, to the earth as the right arm sweeps up towards the sky, stacking the shoulders. A gentle arch of the spine as the heart space rotates up, lifting up on your quads so that muscle right above the kneecap, energetically pulling the heels towards each other to fire up and activate your inner thighs. And finding length in the right side body while remaining lifted and engaged in the left obliques. Really strong. And inhale floats you back up through reversed warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior, pivoting all 10 toes to the right side of the mat. Arms sweep up, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Coming down through a flat back. Hands can come to the center of the mat and maybe grabbing the outside of the ankles. And same type of action as we practice in our forward fold. Lifting the tailbone up, pressing through the backs of the legs, dropping the head low. And then in this posture, pouring the weight into the outside edges of the feet as well as the balls of the feet. Really stretching through the backs of the legs here. And if you're grabbing onto your ankles, bring the hands back to the center of the mat. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And on an exhale, stay here. Just bring your arms out wide to a T. Ground through the feet. And your next inhale lifts you all the way back up to flying warrior. Hands to high prayer. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Hop the right foot up to meet the left. And we'll meet back in a forward fold. Letting that all go. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Close your eyes for a moment. Press the palms actively in towards each other as the shoulders melt away from the earlobes. Find lengthening up through the crown of the head as you gently draw the navel back towards the spine. Lengthen through the sides of the bodies. And breathe, coming back to your intention. Back to your body, maybe taking a body scan. Checking in with your head space and the energy flowing through your heart. One more invigorating inhale, bring in fresh energy. And exhale, hands come down beside you, Tadasana, open the eyes. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, ground through the soles of the feet, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe grabbing behind the ankles or the calves, finding a deeper variation. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands, this time stepping the left foot back, coming into a low lunge, lifting the hips, straighten the legs, and fold, finding your hamstring stretch on this side, squeezing the inner thighs together, staying high on the ball of the left foot, and releasing over that right leg. Notice if the shoulders are creeping up towards the ears, letting it go. And as we stretch the back of the right leg, we're also decompressing the spine here. So feel that release. You can find a roundness to the back as the forehead melts towards the shin. Directing that breath into the back of the right leg. Inhales are vehicles for fresh blood, for revitalization. And exhales are a gateway into a deeper state of restoration. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, maybe finding a deeper fold. Bending the right knee, release the left knee down to the mat and tuck the toes. Squeeze the left glute. And inhale all the way up, low crescent lunge. Bring the fingertips back down to the mat, framing the right foot. And again, maybe just scooching that left knee back a little bit before lengthening the right leg, flexing the foot. And I like to tuck my left toes under here, just find that a bit more stable. Continue to lengthen the spine, heart space shifts forward, and then find your fold. Forehead to shin, letting everything go. A few more deep up breaths. And then coming out of this, you can crawl forward, rebend the right knee. Tuck the left toes, straighten the left leg, find stability in your base here. And then let the next inhale float you up to your high crescent lunge as the arms sweep up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, keeping the depth to the bend in the right knee. Exhale, triangle pose, lengthen the right leg, straighten the arms, hinge forward, and come in to your Trikonasana on this side. Moving through the alignment cues that we activated on the other side. And then just like we practiced in the beginning of class, noticing what feels different on this side. Again, with no judgment, practicing neutral observation. What is happening in your body? What are the thoughts moving through your headspace? Where is your breath flowing and your energy going? Inhale, reverse warrior, rebending the right knee, open the right side body. And exhale, warrior two, reaching away with the fingertips. Inhale, flying warrior, pivoting on the right heel to turn all 10 toes to the left. And exhale, take your wide-legged forward fold on this side. And on this side, hands can come to center, and then bending one knee and then the other, stretching through the inner thighs. Maybe coming into Skandasana. And then finding your way back to center, releasing the head. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, arms come out to a T. Inhale all the way up, flying warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back to high plank and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Rolling over onto your back. Bringing the knees into the chest. A little rock from side to side. Letting the knees fall up and over to the right, coming into a spinal twist, any variation that's in your practice. 3 deep breaths here on your own. And coming back to inhales to invigorate, exhales to release. And bringing your knees back to center, pausing for a moment, and then letting them fall up and over to the left side. Option to shift your gaze to the right. And bringing the knees back to center. Lengthen the legs straight up to the sky for a waterfall. Hands can come out to a T down beside you. Maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, whatever feels best, natural and supportive for you today. And then two options here to come into Shavasana, either bending the knees and then lengthen the legs out long, or engage the core and slowly lower the legs all the way down to the mat, keeping the lower back anchored. And once you arrive, finding your way back to Shavasana, ending where we started today, closing your eyes and noticing the difference in how you are feeling from the beginning of class until now. This is a shorter practice today, and so we won't spend too long in Shavasana together. But please, I invite you to stay here as long as it feels good for you. Pause this video or close out your practice lying on the ground today. If and when you are ready to move, bring some gentle movement back into the fingers and toes, ankles, wrists, and then step one foot onto the mat and the other by bending the knees. Roll over to the right side, pausing for a moment, and then gently pressing your way up into an easy seat, keeping the body heavy and the eyes closed. Hands come to prayer at the heart center. A final moment to honor your practice and to honor your intention. And so deeply to honor yourself as I honor you for showing up, for moving, breathing, and being exactly as you are. Let's take a collective breath in and exhale, namaste. Thank you so much for your energy, for your practice. I hope you feel a bit more open, uh, more relaxed, and ready to take on the rest of the day and the week. Thank you so much again.